If you've been told that your anxiety is just part of who you are, I want you to know that's not the full story. Anxiety is a symptom, not your identity, and today I'm going to show you how to get to the real root of it. And as a bonus, I have a super huge announcement, so be sure to watch until the end. Hi, I'm Dr. Lexi, a certified functional medicine practitioner who helps busy professionals and parents reclaim their focus, calm, and energy. And today we're going to take a deeper look at anxiety from a whole new angle. If you're watching this, chances are you've already tried a lot. Therapy, medications, meditation apps, supplements, maybe even diets and exercise routines, and yet the anxiety still lingers, right? You're not imagining it. The truth is, most traditional approaches only scratch the surface. So let's talk about why that happens, because it's not your fault. Conventional medicine tends to look at anxiety through a pretty narrow lens, usually focused on brain chemistry alone. So if you're feeling anxious, the typical path looks something like this. Label the symptoms, prescribe a medication to adjust neurotransmitters like serotonin or dopamine, maybe recommend therapy or mindfulness as an add-on. Now, medications and therapy absolutely have their place. Sometimes they're life-saving, but if we only focus on the surface, the symptoms, and we never ask why the brain is out of balance in the first place, we're missing the bigger picture. Because here's the thing, anxiety isn't just a random chemical imbalance. In functional medicine, we ask, what's causing the brain to feel unsafe? What's triggering that constant fight or flight response? And how can we help the brain feel stable and secure again from the ground up? And when we start asking those questions, we uncover some surprising root causes, many of which have nothing to do with your mindset and everything to do with what's happening inside your body. All right, so if anxiety isn't just about brain chemistry, what is really driving it? Through a functional medicine lens, anxiety is often a downstream symptom. It's a red flag from the body that something deeper is out of balance. And based on what I see over and over again in my practice, there are 5 major root causes that tend to show up. Number 1, gut health issues. Most people don't realize that around 90% of your body's serotonin, that feel-good calming neurotransmitter, is actually made in your gut, not your brain. So when your gut is inflamed, leaky, or imbalanced with the wrong types of bacteria, it directly impacts how you feel emotionally. A stressed out gut is a stressed out brain. Number 2, blood sugar instability, or blood sugar swings. Every time your blood sugar crashes, your body sees it as an emergency. Cue the release of cortisol and adrenaline, your classic flight or fight hormones, and suddenly you're feeling anxious, shaky, irritable, and maybe even panicky. And it might have nothing to do with your life and everything to do with what you ate or didn't eat a few hours ago. Number 3, nutrient deficiencies or missing nutrients. Your brain needs specific building blocks to stay calm and focused. Things like magnesium, B vitamins, omega-3 fats, and zinc are absolutely essential for regulating mood and calming the nervous system. And even if you're eating pretty well, stress, gut issues, or poor absorption can leave you running on empty. Number 4, hidden toxins and inflammation. Environmental toxins like mold, heavy metals, pesticides, and even chemicals in personal care products. All of these can create low-grade inflammation in the brain. And an inflamed brain is an anxious brain. Sometimes anxiety is less about your thoughts and more about what your body is quietly fighting behind the scenes. And finally, your stress response itself. When you're stuck in a chronic fight or flight mode because of past trauma, ongoing stress, poor sleep, or even hidden infections, your body starts to normalize that hyper alert state. So even when nothing's wrong, you feel wired, restless, or anxious because your nervous system has forgotten how to feel safe. The good news, once you start addressing these root causes, even gently, one step at a time, your brain and body can find their way back to balance. And that's exactly what we focus on in a functional medicine approach. So let's talk about what that actually looks like and how you can start shifting from just managing anxiety to actually healing it at the root. This is where the functional medicine approach really shines because it's not about throwing more band-aids at the problem. It's about rebuilding your foundation step by step so your brain and body can finally feel safe again. I like to think of it like this. Instead of trying to fight anxiety, we create an environment inside your body where anxiety just naturally fades away because it's no longer needed. Now, there are 5 core pillars for healing anxiety, each of which I guide my clients through in my Oakley method. If you want, you can learn more about my specific approach at the link in the description. Number 1, test, don't guess. First, we test. We look at things like gut health, nutrient levels, blood sugar balance, toxin exposure, and stress hormones. Because you can't fix what you don't know is broken. It's like getting a blueprint for your healing journey instead of just wandering around guessing. And while testing is the ideal situation, there are circumstances where testing isn't possible, and that's okay too. There are still things you can do to make a big impact on your brain. These approaches just won't be as tailored to what's going on in your body. But that brings me to number 2, nourish the brain and the gut. We use real anti-inflammatory foods that stabilize blood sugar, heal the gut lining, and feed your brain with the raw materials it needs to function. This means prioritizing healthy fats, clean proteins, lots of fiber, colorful vegetables, and staying far, far away from processed sugars and inflammatory oils. And don't worry, this isn't about perfection or fad diets. It's about giving your brain the fuel it's been craving. To learn more about what eating this way looks like, watch this video next. Number 3, calm the nervous system daily or retrain your nervous system. You can think of this like rehab for your stress response. Simple daily practices like deep breathing, humming, cold exposure, even a good belly laugh. These send safety signals to your brain and start to dial down that overactive alarm system. And the best part, these practices don't take hours. Even just 5 minutes a day can start to shift your baseline. Number 4, we support the healing process with targeted supplements. Things like magnesium glycinate for calming, adaptogens like ashwagandha to reduce stress hormones, and high-quality probiotics to restore gut balance. But here's the key. Supplements should support your healing, not replace healthy foundations. It's always about building from the inside out. And number 5, heal the stress response at its core. This means prioritizing sleep, setting real boundaries, reconnecting with things that bring you joy, and sometimes processing old emotional patterns that keep our brains stuck in survival mode. This part isn't always quick or easy, but it's where true lasting transformation happens. Now, I know that can sound like a lot, but the beautiful thing is, you don't have to do it all at once. Even small shifts made consistently can start to move the needle. All right, so let's get practical for a minute, because I know the last thing you need is another overwhelming health plan. The truth is, you don't have to fix everything overnight. You can start building a calmer, more resilient brain with just a few simple steps starting today. Number 1, balance your blood sugar at every meal. This is hands down one of the fastest ways to start calming the nervous system. Every time you eat, aim for a balance of protein, healthy fat, and fiber. Think eggs and avocado for breakfast instead of a muffin, or a grilled chicken salad with olive oil instead of a sandwich and chips. Basically, we're keeping you off the blood sugar roller coaster so your brain doesn't feel like it's in a crisis every few hours. Number 2, commit to 5 minutes of nervous system downshifting every day. Just 5 minutes. That's it. You could do deep breathing, humming, singing, gentle stretching, or even a quick walk outside. Anything that tells your brain, hey, we're safe. Now, I do want to say this does not include anything that involves a screen, so take that off your list. Anyway, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. Your nervous system loves predictability, and little moments of calm add up over time. I personally use and recommend the Insight Timer app, and I use it every morning after I get up as I'm cuddling with my dogs. And number 3, start with one foundational supplement. If you're not already, consider adding something like magnesium glycinate. It's a gentle, well-absorbed form of magnesium that can help relax the brain and the body. Of course, it's always a good idea to work with a practitioner to find exactly what's right for you, but starting with something foundational like magnesium is a safe and easy first step for most people. I'll link my favorite in the description below. When you click on the link, you can make a free account under my store and enjoy a discount as well. So, healing anxiety at the root does not have to be overwhelming. Small, strategic steps taken consistently create momentum, and when your body starts to feel safer, your mind will too. If this approach resonates with you, if you're ready to stop just managing anxiety and actually start healing, you're in the right place. And now for that special announcement I mentioned earlier, the How to Make Any Recipe Healthy mini course is now available. Yes, seriously, in this course I teach you how to make any recipe healthy. This is the exact method I've used for years in my own house and coaching my clients to better brain health. I don't know how long I'll be able to offer it at this price, so definitely take advantage of it if you struggle at all with how to start eating healthier. I've got that link for you in the description below. And if you found today's video helpful, it would mean the world to me if you'd give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message too. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. You deserve to feel calm, focused, and fully yourself again, and I'm happy to be here to help get you there. I'll see you in the next video.